Ground and Bochum. That was absolutely calm.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome along to Does Football Stand for tonight's Bundesliga game. I nearly said Serie A because we were originally meant to be doing the Serie A game between Inter and Torino, but BT Sports aren't showing it on time. So we are doing the Bundesliga game between FC Schalke 04 and VfL Bochum. In what's going to be a pretty important game for both of these teams. Bochum struggling in the league at the moment. Schalke, I think, in the lower half of the table. I say that may have changed actually because of the other results today. Let's just have a quick look. Actually, both teams are in the relegation zone. Bochum on 0 points, Schalke on 3. So it's literally 17th versus 18th. It's a relegation battle. This should be interesting, eh? Reminder of the other results from today's game. Bayern suffered another draw. 3 draws on the bounce for the very first time in Bundesliga history. Frankfurt lost to VfL Wolfsburg today by 0-0. Hertha drew 2-2 with Bayer Leverkusen. TSG Hoffenheim won 4-1 against Mainz 05. And RB Leipzig won 3-0 against Dortmund. What a sad shame. So, a lot to talk about today. Before we go anywhere, make sure you get your comments in the live chat. Get your predictions in there as well. I'll put the scoreboard up. There we go. Oh, what does that say? I've changed that. There we go. Schalke v Bochum. We'll have the lineups for you in a couple of moments. Make sure you get your predictions in the live chat. Though, as far as I know, the live chat is working. Just no one's put anything in there yet. So make sure you are one of the first to put your comments and your predictions in there. Great to see everyone in the stream. we'll go straight into lineups actually, because I know we haven't got that long till kick-off. Coming up about 5:30 kick-off today. Start off with Schalke then. In goal for them is Alexander Shvolov. They've got a back four of Maya Yoshida, man from Southampton. I'm sure you'll all remember. Sepp van den Berg in centre-back as well. And the two full-backs are Tobias Moore and also Henning Matriciani. In midfield is Tom Krause and Florian Vlick in CDM. Centre attacking mid is Dominic Drexler, who got sent off against FC Köln. He's got Marius Bolter and also Jordan Larson alongside him. And up front today is, of course, Simon Toward, who's been a decent player for Schalke in his time. For Bochum, they've got Manuel Riemann in goal. They're playing Christian Gamboa at right back. They're playing Danilo Suarez at left back. Centre backs are Vasilios Lampopoulos, can't get me teeth in, and Erhan Masovic. Two centre defensive midfielders are Anthony Losilla, followed by the man alongside him, Philip Forster. Centre attacking mid is, of course, Kevin Sturger. Also alongside him is Takuna Asano and Simon Soller. Up front, one their quality and pacey players, it is, of course, Philip Hoffman. So those are the two starting lineups for the two teams. It's Schalke taking on VfL Bochum. So we'll see what happens we'll see what happens today. Right, just put something else saying that we are actually currently live. We're live now, come and tune in. Click the link on the story. Looking forward to today's game, should be good. Right, so that's the Insta story done. I mean, a lot of people can't say that they didn't know about the stream, because if people actually look at the community posts, which I did put out, I did say we were going to be live today. It's just a change of, we got a bit of a change of, game, but still, we're still live though, so it is one of them things. So
send money internationally with
no, thank you. Get that crap off. Right. There we go. Oh, Neymar scored for PSG. Who would watch them? I certainly wouldn't watch them. Wouldn't want to watch them. Boring league, to be honest with you. The game should be starting hopefully approximately 5:30. The live coverage of the game on Sky Sports Football is coming on at 5:20, so hopefully after all this we get a decent game. We don't get a boring game now after all this crap that's gone on, so we'll have to see what happens up. Right here, if you're in the chat, by the way, drop us a like, that'd be great. Very unusual, do we actually get a stream where there's no one in the chat? So that's a bit unusual. I've given you both lineups. It is a relegation scrap between Schalke and Bochum. It is second bottom against bottom of the league, so 17th versus 18th in the league. And as a fellow German fan, of course, as a German Bundesliga fan, I'm really looking forward to this. Always like these, I've just noted myself, always like these relegation scrap. They always turn out to be a bit of an entertaining game. There'll be probably some scraps. There'll probably be some nasty challenges as well in this game. So I'm personally looking forward to this. We'll see what happens tonight. Oh dear, what the hell was all that? I don't know what Dad's doing in the next room, but okay. So, get your comments in the chat, by the way. Don't forget, of course. Right. Famous chat is empty. I know, that's not normal, is it? But I mean, you know, people can't say that they didn't expect a stream, because if you look at the bloody community posts, I did put out, didn't I, on the community posts that I was going to be live today. So mainly you getting people confused. Well, there's not much I could have done about it. I thought the game was 5:30, and then it said 5:30 on the thing, and then it turns out to be 5 o'clock now. They changed it, so I can't watch the game because the game's not going to be on till after 5:15 on BT Sports. So, you know, you can't do much about that, I'm afraid. That was out of my control, really. And I did the thumbnail. I mean, it was a bit of a rush, mind, but I still got a thumbnail done for today's stream, which is good. All the fans are probably waiting to 5:30, lol. Well, I needn't bother because I scheduled the stream for 5 o'clock. You know, people who, especially people who looked at the people on Insta definitely know I've gone live because I've put on there. Famous Daddy ill. No, it's just I think he's moving things in the other room, so I don't know what's going on. Not everyone has the bell on, remember. Well, they should have the bell on. That's all I will say. If you are subscribed and you haven't got the bell on, turn the bell on, because this is what happens. I do go live. I could go live at any moment these days. It's one of them things. Didn't say he was ill, all I said 3. Famous Daddy the Third. No. It's King Charles the Third. Get that right? Yeah, apologies if there was any. Apologies about the confusion, by the way. There was sadly nothing I could have done about that. My original plan was to do Inter versus Torino, and then obviously that's not going to work out because they're not showing the game till about 20 minutes into the match. So I decided I'll do Schalke Bochum instead. So, and it is a relegation scrap though. It's actually quite a big game. Schalke currently second bottom against actual bottom of the league, so there's only 3 points separating them. Schalke on 3, Bochum on none. So we'll see what happens tonight. But do share the stream around, by the way, on socials. I already have shared it on Instagram, and I did say on the community post earlier on, if you did read it, that I would be live at 5:15. I would have been live for the Bayern game if I knew it was on telly, because I didn't know Bayern was on telly. See, since the Queen's passed away, you know, everything's just been going all over the shop. No one's known what's going on, and the likes of Sky Sports and BT Sports are messing everyone around. Obviously, you can't put any blame on it, obviously. You just have to blame the likes of BT Sports and Sky Sports for messing everyone around. Oh, and also the Prem and the EFL, by the way, cancelling all the games. So we'll see what happens here. I did put on the community post. If you look on the community post, hello everyone. Don't forget to join us at 5 o'clock for Inter versus Torino. Well, that was originally, and now it's it's bloody Schalke versus Bochum instead. So I did put don't forget to join us at 5 p.m. I said, well, it was live at 5 o'clock today, so you know, what can you do about it? Have I put the updated stream? Yeah, I put the updated stream, didn't I? About Cologne Union tomorrow, and that game is definitely going to be kicking off at 2:30 because I have checked. Because the Bundesliga times barely changed, but Bayern suffered a 3rd draw again. Struggling this season, but they are top along with 4 teams. So Going to be an interesting battle this season. Now we're getting a few people coming in the stream now. Everyone's realised I'm live. Kickoffs at 5:30, by the way, so you can get your predictions in the chat before then. Famous chat's empty. Let me guess why it could be, because you're mainly getting people confused. That's what I think. All the fans are probably waiting until R5. We'll needn't bother because the predictions will be closed by then. I've already read that one. My predictions 1-1 draw from Nathan. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'll get on with it. Anyway, on with it. Prediction 1-1 draw. I've already seen that one. You put it twice mine, but hello, famous D or famous Dazza. Predictions 2-1 Schalke. Famous Daddies took off now. Right. Currently in the making of doing a video of Mr. Bean joining the football club with clips from Mr. Bean Holder when he goes to USA. Yawn buying top. Are we surprised? No. We've drawn 3 games on the bounce, pal. We are very lucky to be in the top 4. Never mind top of the league. But it's because of our goal differences. That's why. Dortmund lost as well, which is ideal. But Union tomorrow could actually go top if they beat FC Köln. And I am live for what will be a cracking match tomorrow. So Union could go top. Need FC Köln to win that. Not lucky you're playing in the Bundesliga after all. Whatever. We actually should have lost tonight. We should have lost tonight. Against Stuttgart, we were really poor. And then against Union, we were lucky not to lose. Against Mönchengladbach, we managed to get a draw late on because Jan Sommer had a blinder. He was the only good player for them. So we've had a few frustrating games. Be a bit embarrassing if we don't win the league, but I don't know if we actually will, to be honest, at this rate. I think we could have a shock winner, and I think Union could be one of the teams that could win it at the minute this season. They'll be in the title race. FCB getting bored of winning the Bundesliga every year. We just haven't put in good enough performances. We just haven't been good enough in front of the goal, quite simply. And then defensively, we've been sitting back and then, trying to soak up the pressure. It hasn't worked. They want to win the Champions League every year. It won't happen. I don't see why we can't win it this season, mind. But I always say that start the campaign. People are saying Barcelona are going to absolutely torture Bayern. I don't think Barcelona will even perform that well against us. And Bayern are at home, don't forget. So I don't think Barca will smash Bayern. Don't get me wrong, Barca are a better team than they were before, but still, it's a Champions League. Bayern always seem to do well against Barca, certainly at home. So we'll see what happens there. 2-1 Schalke now, Nathan's gone for. Harry Doherty's gone for 2-0 Schalke as well. I'm going for... I don't know what to go for. I think Schalke will win this game comfortably, personally. I'm going to go for... I'm going to go 4-1 Schalke. I don't know why, but I am going to go for 4-1 Schalke. Because I think Schalke will absolutely welly these. And Bochum don't score many goals. Should still be an entertaining match. Because I think there'll be some scraps. There'll be some very awful challenges here and there as well. Because it is a relegation battle. So neither team will want to lose today. And if you have just joined, by the way, it's Schalke Bochum. It is 17th versus 18th, so it's a relegation scrap at the moment. Bochum obviously bottom on no points, so I'm looking forward to this. Hello Luca, welcome to the stream, mate. I appreciate a lot of people haven't realised that I am actually live. I did actually put on the community post, I did put also on Instagram as well, that I was live at 5 o'clock today. We didn't know exactly, I wasn't expecting the game to change, but people knew I was going to be live. So, Harry Doherty gone for 2-0 Schalke. And Scotty has gone for 2-1 Schalke. So, bye! Full stadium by the looks of it at the Veltins Arena. Everyone's waving the flag, waving the scarves. I meant flags. Everyone's waving their scarves around. Drop us a like, by the way, if you haven't already done so. By the way, I have got our usual Iron Brew cans. There's Big Nose, as I call him, their mascot. He's got a massive nose. There we go. There we go. 2 cans of Iron Brew there. One for the first half, one for the second half. I'll be ready to open them at some point soon. Be right back. Got a phone call. That's nice, Scotty. Hope you're doing well, by the way, Luke, as well. Thanks for joining us. Today, 17 versus 18. 3 points. And Bochum on none. So there's not much to separate these two sides. We'll see what happens in tonight's game. Vigi, that's nice. Okay. I'll go through the lineups once again when they come up on the screen. The game is now on Sky Sports, so this game's definitely going to be on, and we're not going to have any problems with trying to actually work out the timing and end up getting the timing wrong. I'm just going to quickly just turn the fan on there. I'm going to quickly turn the light on. Oh, by the way, before anyone thinks I'm fat, it's this t-shirt makes me look fat because I think it's something like 4XL or something. It's absolutely massive. And I'm about 2XL. I'm 2XL. 2 or 3. I'm nowhere near 4XL. I tend to wear sort of XL or 2XL normally, but this t-shirt's something like 4 or 5XL. It's absolutely enormous. Nearly goes down to my knees when I'm sat down. So it's got the Dad's Football Stand logo, albeit now the incorrect one, but still it's got my logo on it, so it will do. Lineups are coming up on the screen, by the way, for both teams, and I will just go through them again. Schalke playing a 4-5-1 formation, or a 4-2-3-1 as we like to call it, with the wide formation. Swalov is in goal. Vandenberg and Yoshida in defence. Matriciani is right back with Moa. With Moa at left back. Flick and Kraus plays the 2 CDMs, the 2 number 6s behind Drexler, who is the number 10. Larsen and Bulder playing alongside him, and Toward is up front for Schalke. For Valver Bochum, they are also playing a 4-5-1, but they're playing with the exact same 2 CDMs. So 2 teams playing the same formation, and a strong lineup for them here. Wayman is in goal. They've got Lampropoulos and Masovic in centre back. Gamboa and Suarez plays the fullbacks. 2 6s are Forster and Losila. Sturger at centre attacking Midlands, number 10. Sola and Asano in the number 11 roles, and Hoffman up front in the number 9 role for Valver Bochum. On the bench for them, by the way, goalkeeper Esser, Osterhag, another Holtman. Oh, sorry, it's Holtman who's the fast-paced one. Holtman, Ozzy Tutu, obviously from Arsenal and Rotherham. Audet, Antwi Ajay, Janko, Gamboiler and Horn. And for Schalke, their bench consists of Farman, goalkeeper. I'm sure Scotty B will know about him, former Norwich player. They've got Oveyan, Grimil, Latza, Salazar, Karaman, Chan Aiden, Qual and Polter. And that's for the 2 teams. Live in Gelsenkirchen, it's Schalke versus Valver Bochum. Right, a few people are changing their predictions by the looks of it. Nathan's one of them. He's gone 3-0 instead. Right, well, you can, if you want to change any predictions, you can change it before we actually kick off, because once the game kicks off and that clock starts, your predictions will be closed and it will come up in the chat. So most of the regulars in the chat today. So Nathan's gone 3-0 Schalke now in the end. There's the players in the tunnel. bit of a. Do you know? I have to say, the Veltins Arena tunnel is one of the weirdest tunnels I've ever seen. It's like going through a cave. It's like a cave. It's a very strange tunnel, but it's different. Liam Martin in the stream. Hello, Liam. 3-0 Schalke. Don't forget to join us, by the way, tomorrow afternoon. We're live from 2 o'clock. Definitely 2 o'clock. And we are definitely live for Köln versus Union Berlin. So, won't have any confusion over that game. And thanks, by the way, to Charlie McDonald, who has made the thumbnail for that game for tomorrow. So there we go. Players are in the tunnel. Valve Bochum going to be in white away kit. Schalke going to be in their traditional navy blue. Time to get this Bundesliga relegation scrap underway. I'm looking forward to this game. Drop us a like. By the way, that would be absolutely marvellous. So, and also, before we get onto the game, I would just like to say, just want to reiterate that all the thoughts and prayers are with the Queen's family, the royal family, during these tough times. And me, on behalf of Daz's Football Stand, would like to say thank you very much to Queen Elizabeth II for her magnificent 75 years of service. She was a fantastic monarch for the United Kingdom, probably one of the best royals that I think we've ever had in British history. And she's travelled to over 100 countries, which is absolutely magnificent. She'll forever be missed, and I would like to say as well, very best of luck to King Charles, because he's got quite a job on his hands, filling in the boots of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. And I say, God save the King. I told Daz that the game was 5 PM because he scheduled a stream for 5. Yes, I know, because when I scheduled it the other day, when I had it planned the other day, it was 5:30 kickoff, and then they decided to make it 5 o'clock. No idea why they couldn't just tick to the bloody 5:30 time. So here we go. Schalke players and Bochum players out onto the field. Let's go.
Around this place, Veltins Arena, a fitting home to Bundesliga football.
Serie A, the Veltins Arena, the home of Schalke 04 in Gelsenkirchen. Time to get this Bundesliga spiel underway. This should be a good game.
So handshakes and high fives before we get this one underway. Schalke and Bochum meet in the Bundesliga. It is a simply gorgeous setting, a truly worthy stage.
One of the only, I think it's the only Bundesliga stadium to have a closed roof. So it's quite an arena. Felix Fire is the referee for tonight's game, or the Spielschiedsrichter. Felix Fire, not one of my favourite referees in the Bundesliga, it has to be said. But we'll see how things go in tonight's game. It's time to get the game underway. Schalke 04 against Valve Bochum. Best of luck to both teams. Alles gut. Let's go! Right.
A lot of tackles as well.
Looking forward to this. Here we go.
Rebound this week, training ground stacked with
There's Bochum's goalkeeper Raymond there, studding goal. Conceded, I think, conceded 7 to Bayern. That was all down to their defence being absolutely pansacking. Time to get the game underway. Here we go. Schalke, I think it is. Is it Schalke? No, Bochum are going to kick the game off, going from right to left.
Amid the raucous din, the cacophony, it will be Bochum who will get the game underway for us tonight.
Go on then.
Off we go then.
And we're off. The game is underway. Your predictions are now closed. Not many in the chat anyway. Probably won't get many views or anything tonight, but well, it was meant to be Inter versus Torino, but there you go.
Yeah, for sure. 3 big points for both teams. I wouldn't say they're okay. They're at the bottom of the table. We're 5 games into the season. You know, it's once you get to 6, 7 points away from safety, that's when you really start to worry.
Towards Asano here, but met there by Henning Matriziani, a real rookie, the right back today for Schalke. They've changed both their fullbacks because of injury. Matriziani's second game of this level and first ever Bundesliga start. Brought in from Fortuna Lippstadt back in 2020 as cover really for the second team, but given injuries, no today Cedric Brunner in that position. It is for Matriziani, having a big night.
Come on.
First start of this level.
I'm sure he'd be nervous as well. So you got to start somewhere. That's what they always say. So it's a big night for him. It's obviously good to be.
Bad news about it, but the Queen Elizabeth's funeral will be indeed Monday the 19th of September.
Thomas Rice in the summer linked with
I think that'll be a day off for everyone. So, follow me on Twitter by the way, I'm putting some updates on there. Just put Schalke Bochum gets underway. Come join me for live match reaction. Ollie on tour, how are you, mate? Good to see you back in the stream. Been a while, but hope you're doing well. No, Leeds are doing rather well this season. Bad news for me, but yeah, they're doing quite well this season, aren't they? I know you lost against Brighton, but you demolished Chelsea. You won't get anything against United, hopefully, but you are doing quite well this season, aren't you? Despite not having Bielsa, Jesse Marsh, good manager. Hello back, Scotty B's back. Aye. USA flag. Famous man on his usual tonight. Yep. Drop the like if you haven't already done so, by the way, that'd be good.
I just don't feel that there'll be a ton of possession from both teams. Both teams will put each other under pressure. You can see a lot of, I'd say, misplaced passes at the beginning.
What do you mean on his usual tonight?
Until both teams settle in. Looks like a
well, that's a good start, isn't it? We're only we're not even 3 minutes in. I'm tired. We're not even 3 minutes in. Already an injury issue for Valver Bochum. It is.
You see it again. It's.
He does get caught, doesn't he?
I don't know what's happening. I mean, Tiziani doesn't.
Does he get caught, or
I've really touched him. I don't know
what actually happened there?
Or maybe just nicked him with the studs, but it looks like he's in a small border.
Well, he immediately pulled up after that challenge. For me, I don't think there's much in it to cause a problem, but he's what you eat every couple of nights, Don about? No, I'm having Chinese tonight. Chicken balls, Oh, it's bad news for Valver Bochum. It looks like he's going to have to come off already, and that is the end of the game by the looks of it for the Japanese player Sano.
But when he's on his game, especially at full pace, he's tough to stop. A lot of trickery. Just needs to be a bit more effective with his game.
Balls and mice sounds expensive. Not really, it's about £6. About £6 for chicken balls and mice. We've not seen Chinese prices go pie. Well, they're probably good. Everything's going up though, mate. I don't know why you keep talking about it. Everything's going up with the price of living. Or the cost of living. In the Fiat Spielminuten spielen schon bei Valver Bochum für die Nummer 11 Takuma Asano, spielt each die Nummer 17 Gerrit Holtmann. Early substitution for Valver Bochum, replacing number 11 Takuma Asano is number 17 Gerrit Holtmann. Substitution made in the first 4 minutes. Famous man 1-1. How did Bayern play? Watched Dortmund get absolutely battered. Sad shame, yeah. Bayern, I mean, I watched most of the game when I realised it was on about 15-20 minutes in. We were average. They were average, to be honest with you. Took the lead twice. We were pretty lucky actually not to lose because Stuttgart scored a penalty last minute, which made it a 2-2 draw. Third draw, by the way, in the war for Bayern. That never happens. in the Bundesliga. We've been playing poor recently, and it didn't surprise me. We've got another draw today. We're against Barca next. I mean, I can't lie. The way we're playing, I'm glad I'm not going to be in to watch that because I'm at Boa versus Cardiff all week. So it's just poor. Bayern were poor today. Weren't good enough in the final third. The goals they scored were well taken by Matty Tell and Mattis Tell and who was it? Mattis Tell and Musiala. They were well taken goals. The Stuttgart had 2 goals disallowed, rightly for fouls, but on another day, 1 or 2 of the fouls could have not been given. So just sat back too much, and and then it cost us. So we got what we deserved in the end. I'm surprised we didn't I'm surprised we didn't lose that game. In fairness. I was sad about Dortmund, not really. I was laughing my head off when I saw Dortmund were getting smashed by Leipzig. Yes, get in. But it means as it stands the table, Lords, very interesting Bundesliga this season. Bayern, Hoffenheim, Freiburg and Dortmund all on 12 points. Union Berlin play against Cologne tomorrow. I'm live for that from 2 o'clock tomorrow, so come and tune in because toward a good shot, great block, and another shot from distance by
This is the balls that Bochum haven't been able to deal with till now this season. Just holding off two Bochum players.
So they're on 12 points. Union Berlin, if they win tomorrow at FC Köln, then they will go on to 14 points, so they actually go top of the league by 2 points. If FC Köln win though, they go on to 12 points. They go above Union Berlin, go on to 12 points, and depending on goal difference, they could move to second in the league. So we could have 5 teams all on 12 points tomorrow, or we could have 4 teams on 12 and 1 team on 14. Going to be an interesting one. Mönchengladbach play tomorrow as well. They win, they go on to 11 points. So it's an interesting start to the Bundesliga season, I've got to say. Bochum's manager's not happy with the fact that it's a 4 to Schalke. He thought it was a 4 to Bochum. I can't say anything, I didn't see what happened. Patriciana is the guy with the 4-in. Threw straight to a Bochum player though. Bochum trying to come forward there, but they get dispossessed. Here comes Schalke coming forward though. Yeah, he comes in, chap, by the way. No, I don't go to 1 stars. The Chinese I go to is 5 star. Got 5-star hygiene. So. I mean, most places do. But it is normally about 6 or 7 quid. Might have got up to nearly 8 quid now. So. I don't go to 1-star Chinese restaurants, pal. The prices are a lot cheaper in Middlesbrough than they are down south. Balls here are £5. Yeah, but don't forget that mine, what I get. The balls I normally get are normally about between 6 and 7 quid. And it comes with egg fried rice. You can get egg fried rice with it. So make sure you tune in. Yeah, Monaco Leon tomorrow on Liam Martin's channel tomorrow evening, 7:30 start. Goal kick for Bochum then. Our Schalke chance came to absolutely nothing. Minor £5 on the one. Such shame. The prices are a lot cheaper up here for food than they are down south. Food in like London etc. is extortionate. The food in Hastings was very expensive. It was 11 quid for a pizza. 11 quid for a 12-inch pizza down there. Oh, I don't get sauce. I just get the balls on the one and egg fried rice. I don't get the sauce. Don't like sauce. But that's all I get from Chinese. Chicken balls and rice. We might have today's early results, by the way. Bayern drew 2-2 again with Stuttgart. That's 2 seasons on the bounce now. The Bayern have drawn 2-2 at home to them. Egg fried rice, £5. Yeah, well, you live in Norwich, so, you know, prices down there are going to be more expensive than here. Frankfurt 0, Wolfsburg 1, Hertha 2, Leverkusen 2, Hoffenheim 4, Mainz 1, Leipzig 3, Dortmund 0, Sachin, and he was currently Schalke 0, Bochum 0. Schalke with the first 2 opportunities, shot that was blocked and one shot that went nowhere near the goal. Actually, I need to say nowhere near the stadium, went nowhere near the goal. Gerrit Holtmann, the substitute for Bochum, has won a corner for them in the first 11 minutes of this game. Famous Daddy Wallet was damaged when he went away with you. No. For a lot of the stuff, we used our own money for the stuff. Things like meals, we practically didn't. We all chipped in with our own money and all that jazz. I mean, I took about 250 quid. No, I didn't. I took about 100 quid, and then my birthday money. So, did buy my own things there while I was there. It's a nice holiday in essence. That was quite nice. By the way, just to let you know, end of September, the international break, I'll be having a 2-week break. I won't be on YouTube them 2 weeks, unfortunately. I'm going to be having a 2-week break. I've got things going on. Are you rich? No, unfortunately not. I wish I was rich. I wish I was. If I was rich, I wouldn't be living in a bloody terraced house with noisy neighbours. If I was rich, I'd be living in a bloody mansion or something like that, you know. I wish I was rich. No chance. No chance am I rich. In the box on a free kick for Schalke. It's headed into the air. It's going to go straight into the gloves of the keeper. No, I wish I was rich. Fat chance of that happening now. Drop a like if you haven't already done so on 9 likes.
See there, Krause, a boyhood Schalke fan, by the way, the number 6. He was born a long way from here in Leipzig, playing for the club of his dreams, really. He saw there trying to cheer the fans to get them off their seats to roar the Royal Blues on tonight.
Sort of emotional fans want to see as well.
Quite tired, actually. I mean, Bochum really need to get a result here tonight, get themselves some points on the board. They're on no points out of 15. Last season they did okay, actually survived relegation and beat Bayern 4-2. But this season they've done now but get clapped most of the times. Here comes Schalke. Good ball through. It's to order. Oh, great defending. That's a brilliant challenge. Brilliant challenge from Masovic.
Once Tirana gets in this sort of position in the box, he's deadly. Just the first touch, I don't know if he maybe could have hit it first time, but it's the tackle that's brilliant.
We got 10 likes. Good. So, you know what? Let's open the eye in the brace. There we go. To Her Majesty the Queen, cheers. And also, up your nose!
There's that Schalke corner towards Terodde. He didn't score last week in the draw. Stuttgart is 1 goal scored in this season's Bundesliga.
Terodde did score in their last game against Valve Stuttgart as well. Don't forget, so be a player to watch out for in tonight's game. Don't want to give him chances in front of goal because he'll probably take him. There's enough. It's not a foul.
See the emotion again.
Ball for Schalke, long throw into the box. It's headed towards the centre. Cleared away. Back forward, cleared away again. Not very far though.
Tom Kraus. Down here from RB Leipzig. Not really left back. He's playing there because today for the lack of fitness for Thomas Uyen, who is on the bench, the Dutchman, who is the preferred choice of left back. So
Bochum's goalkeeper has the ball, Lyman in goal.
This stage, intense.
He's played it long, it's hit a Schalke player.
It's playing out in midfield.
And Schalke can try and pass their way forward.
A lot of tackles, a lot of misplaced passes.
Free kick given by the referee for foul there on I believe it's Bulder. Schalke still with the ball though. In the attacking third. It's a long ball. It's going to be chasing by Kraus. Played into centre toward it. Couldn't get his foot in right at all. And then in the end, it's well defended by Valver Bochum. They did rather well defensively in their last game. I think against it was against Werder Bremen. They still lost 2-0, but they did put in a good performance. I mean, the main reason Bochum lost was because of Volkrug, who is quite simply a quality player. Certainly for Werder Bremen. What's your prediction for Boa Cardiff? I think the win against Sunderland will give us some. Give us good confidence going into that game, and we're doing all right. We won our last 2 games at home, so and Cardiff aren't a particularly good team at the minute, so I don't see why we can't beat them. Give me a sec.
Triziani's last game in the top flight was Schalke's last win. May of 2021, the win over Eintracht Frankfurt here by 4-3 came on as a sub in that match. The right back's only taste before tonight.
So Bochum have won a game all season. Schalke yet to win at home. And I don't know if they've actually won all season either. I think they've got draws. No, they have won a game. But it was away from home. Got to say Leverkusen are doing cack this season. Normally a good team, normally up there, but they're doing cack. They got finished off by Hoffenheim, I believe, and they've looked poor this season. But then again, in honesty, Bayern have been a bit poor the last couple of games. So there's a shot from distance from Kraus by.
Schalke will fear Tom Kraus. He's been busy so far in the game's first 19 minutes, that's for sure.
Take a better option there, maybe play the ball out wide and get the ball into the box.
Good run from Kraus. He gets loads of space and then he just
good situation.
Completely cocks the shot up.
For the strike on goal, I think it's
really poor shots, nowhere near the goal.
As a good goalkeeper, it's be difficult to beat him from there.
Then here by Riemann. Towards the head there of the former Schalke junior striker Philipp Hoffmann.
It was a nice flick. 5 shots to 1 in this game in Schalke's favour. 64% of the passes completed for Bochum, 73 for Schalke. So not particularly brilliant in the way of passing accuracy. It was a nice move from Bochum there. They just couldn't get the ball into the box. It is a corner to them though. It's a corner for Valver Bochum. In the box towards Hoffmann. Who was it? The header actually. Let's see that.
It's a big chance.
Scored twice last season.
Couldn't work out who actually was with the header, but it was Lasila with the header over the bar. Got a lot of power on it, mind.
years he joined the club.
Long ball down for Schalke.
Drexler.
Tried to drive it into the penalty area, but it was poor. And now Gamboa's going to go down the right hand side here for Bochum. He stopped, turned and played it all the way back to the goalkeeper again. 20 minutes in, 20 minuten, it's 0-0.
How much the heartbeat of this Bochum team. Hamašević.
First real spell of possession. First real spell of possession for.
Who's going to get the first goal in this game? It's looking like Schalke at the moment, but Schalke have had chances. Bochum have had 1 or 2 opportunities. You'd think Schalke will score the first goal, to be honest. Bochum very rarely scored the first goal.
Bochum shipping some 15 goals and Schalke 12 across the first 5 match days of the Bundesliga season. The 2 worst attacked as well, don't forget. Bochum just those 3 goals so far and Schalke with only 5.
So it's 2 low scoring teams. Here come Bochum coming forward. Early shot. It's saved by the keeper and then the follow up is over the bar. There's a good chance that for Bochum. Really good chance for Bochum. It's a good ball forward, and it's a shot from Gerrit Holtman. Pretty easy with the keeper. He only parries it straight into the path of another attacker, and it flew over the bar. It's a nice. It's quite a stadium, I have to say. The Belton Arena. Quite a stadium, I have to say.
Shipping 7 against Bayern as well. It doesn't help the confidence.
Free kick in Bochum's favour.
Free kick for Bochum. Yeah, that's a little flick on from.
Nice heel flick, that wasn't it, by Stuga. Just flicks it behind him. Few little tricks up his sleeve there.
In this first portion of the game. There's Gamboa towards Simon Sola.
We're halfway through the first half.
Florian Flinch.
Schalke being the better side, but Bochum starting to get themselves back into the game at the moment. Still goalless in this relegation scrap. 17th versus 18th in the Bundesliga. Bochum bottom in 18th place, no points. They've only scored 3 goals all season. Schalke have only scored 5 goals all season, but have won 1 game. Yet they haven't won at home since last year in the Bundesliga.
5 years with the club, Philipp Hofmann.
Last time they won a home game was the game they got promoted in the Bundesliga 5. Not won a Bundesliga game all season at home. And their last Bundesliga win was 2021. May 2021, I believe, the season they got relegated. For the first time since 1985, I have to admit. It was quite a surprise, but they're back where they belong. But for how long? Because neither team in this game are actually doing particularly well in the league. To be honest, I was hoping that I'm hoping to see some goals. I went for 4-1. I thought Schalke would probably smash them, but wouldn't shock me if with it being a relegation scrap if it ended as a 0-0 draw. That was a decent looking ball, but it was straight to a Schalke player.
Drexler. Goal to tease and torment. Gamboa stands firm.
Don't forget to join us tomorrow. Köln taking on Union. What a quality game that should be. It's 2 teams in the top 10. Union could go top of the league with a win. FC Köln could go joint top with Bayern, and the other 4 teams on 12 points. So we could have 5 teams on 12 points. Looking at an interesting season.
a bit of combination.
Bochum with the ball back with the keeper there.
In the wider
Sealer
areas.
into the centre, Masovic.
This is
And now it's Lampopoulos.
with Ike Athens in 2018.
Long ball from the goalkeeper down towards the
So really
right wing. What a good ball that is.
Faced by Bulter.
It's Gamboa. Ah, it's unlucky.
Across there, Christian Gamboa.
It's throw into Bochum. And Bochum still remaining bottom of the league. Bottom of the league. Yeah, bottom of the league at the moment. Valve
This
Bochum.
is Philip Forster.
Obviously, we're promoted from the Bundesliga 5 2 seasons ago in May 2020, I believe they were promoted
Should be Schwarz
from
forward.
the Bundesliga 5 along with Arminia Bielefeld.
It's gonna be
So
obviously hard to
Bochum and
play through each other.
Bielefeld
Both teams
were
really just set
promoted
up in a
that
4-5-1,
season, and
against the ball.
both of which survived relegation.
Counter attack. It's going to be difficult.
Oh no,
for
sorry,
both teams to
Bielefeld didn't survive
break each other
relegation.
down. Teams playing
But
compact.
Bochum survived relegation last season, and at the moment,
It's a big game for
currently
each
bottom
of
of the league.
It's winless
So they're
against
not
two
doing
in the
very well at
Bundesliga.
all.
So Augsburg get their first win of the season on Friday night. Here's Avropoulos.
Why? Excuse me.
So with Wolfsburg's win today, away to Frankfurt, these two the only
Very
two
quiet
Bundesliga
live
teams
chat
this season
today,
in the Bundesliga,
I have
so
to say.
these two looking for that elusive first
Very
three
quiet.
points. Here's Larson for Terodde.
Not been the best game, I have to say.
Zia with Terodde.
But it's a game with sad chances, but wasted opportunities, really, for both teams. The ball. That's a good looking cross. Ooh, punched away by the keeper. Punched away by Raymond. And Schalke struggling to regain possession. Long ball forward towards Holtman with his burst of pace. Puts an early cross into the box, and it is out for a corner off Vandenberg.
Gets through. It's a decent
Corner for Valve Bochum. 28 minutes in nearly. Hello, Hamburger. How are you?
Even taller in the middle. He's trying to find.
I have to say that Sturger's played rather well in this game. And Holtman's made a bit of an impact after coming onto the pitch early on for that injury to Asano. Meant he couldn't carry on, which was a shame. Bochum looking to score their first goal from a corner. And it's a really poor corner. It's gone towards the edge of the penalty area instead. Games on Sky Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. Live Bundesliga. Can you put a cross in there? Oh, he's chose not to. Oh, they're looking to play it back. Looking to play it down to the left hand side instead. Here's Gerrit Holtman, who put an early cross in that led to the corner. Oh, it's a really poor cross. Foul on Drexler there by Lucila. Foul from behind. It is a yellow card for the captain, the Valve Bochum captain. So if you've got a better on cards, ladies and gentlemen, so far 2 cards at the moment, both for Valve Bochum. Yellow card for Sola early on in the first 10 minutes, and now a yellow card for Lucila. Any other football on TV today, mate? Not much, actually, to be truthfully honest. Pal. Not much, to be honest. I have to say. There's MLS. Nashville LA Galaxy. There's MLS on Sky. Sampdoria AC Milan. Marseille Lille. Was wondering about doing that, but it was after 8 o'clock last night.
Once you're 3, 4, 5 years in the league, then okay, you can talk about
Liga Portugal, Porto Chavez. And that's about it for tonight.
just to stay in the Bundesliga. So
Not much on telly.
time to press the panic button on either side.
Not much on the telly today.
Kramer appointed in the summer. And this man, there was much talk of him coming to Schalke, Thomas Weiss, who is with Bochum as both player and coach, a legendary figure. He's Weiss in the last year of his current contract, so the plan, he says, is to have talks when the World Cup begins in November. Obviously the league takes a back seat. Free kick for Schalke.
I know that's due to the Queen's. I know that's due to the Queen's passing. It's only the English games that have actually been postponed. All the other European games are still taking place, but those games I've mentioned to you are the only games that are actually on TV tonight, mate. So there's your answer. Championship starts next week on Tuesday. Good, because I'm meant to be going with Mia actually to the game on Tuesday night. Going with Mia on Tuesday night to the Borough game.
Holds the ball up in that situation, and it's a switch of play, and that's how they get it. Schalke's defense.
Excuse me.
The result is a free kick in a good area.
Free kick in a decent area for Bochum here.
There is a Fuller's view of this. So Kevin Sturger on the dead ball here for Bochum. He joined the club for a second spell from Mainz and scored against his former side on match day 1 with a cross shot. Kevin Sturger on this free kick now then for Bochum.
Free kick for Bochum.
High Schalke line being held here.
Swung into the box by Kevin Sturger. It's poor. It's headed away easily. Volley towards goal. Blocked. Sturger gives chase to the right hand side.
Kevin Sturger
takes on 2. Schalke players, get straight past them both. But doesn't get past the third.
Schalke's defense looked the solider of the two. Van der Bergen, Yoshida, both of them strong in the air, strong in the tackle.
Back with the goalkeeper Riemann for Bochum. Return to the team of
33 minutes in now, ladies and gentlemen. John Justice's Minute is still goalless.
Which is his side. He's proving by far Bochum's most fruitful attacking source so far, just over half an hour in.
But if you got nothing to do tomorrow, by the way, feel free to tune in tomorrow, because I'm going to be live for what should be a cracking game in the Bundesliga. Is FC Köln taking on Union Berlin. That should be a cracking game indeed. Union could go top of the league if they win. If FC Köln win, then it means at the end of this weekend we've got 5 teams all level on 12 points at the top of the league. Bayern, Dortmund, Hoffenheim, Freiburg and also Cologne if they win tomorrow. So could be interesting. Be a big game. Hopefully we'll have a few goals to enjoy there. This has 0-0 written all over at half time, to be honest. Both teams have had chances, but just haven't been good with them. Neither keeper's been tested as such. Svolov had to make 1 save and that was about it. Do you like a cup of tea? No, I don't drink tea. Oh, it's unlucky. It was a great ball into the box from Sturger. It was towards Soler. He just couldn't latch onto it. He saw the one and he just runs in behind it. It's so close to getting onto that. I don't drink coffee or tea. I'm not really a hot drinks person. I'm not a hot drink person.
Feared from the beginning of this match, but it seemed to settle in for me.
There's Terodde, Marius Bulter, involving Tobias Moore now for Schalke. They brought in from second tier Heidenheim.
It's more on the ball for Schalke then.
Season in the Bundesliga.
Just playing it back round the defence. With playing a pretty high line, they've got that one deep defender who's in his own half. Yoshida now, right near the halfway line. Van der Berg. Schalke continuing to make good passes round the back, but they're not going anywhere with it. So in the end, it's gone all the way back to the keeper from the halfway line. I mean, they were passing it round the back at the halfway line and ended up going, it just went deeper and deeper. Now it's back to the keeper. Free kick's been given to Schalke though. Suarez just pushing him in the back there as he went up for the header.
Schalke free kick.
Who's going to take the Schalke free kick? It's going to be Matriciani with the free kick for Schalke, the right back. It's long ball from the halfway line towards the penalty area. It's headed away. Can definitely see why these two teams haven't scored many goals this season. Poor in front of goal. Just poor in the final third. They're just lacking a lot of endeavour in the final third, aren't they? Got no problem when it comes to actually creating opportunities, but they can't take them. Do you like Indian food? Nah, I prefer Chinese food to Indian food. Got nothing against Indian food, but I'm not a fan of curries and all that jazz. See, with me, I'm a very picky eater, unfortunately. Good shot, blocked, saved! It's in! The original shot saved! Original shot was saved, and the rebound's in the net. Schalke have the lead. Who was it that scored it? Who's that?
I don't know if Riemann can do better, but Drexler there.
Drexler.
On the rebound. Drexler starts it here, plays it up to Moore. Just gets inside it.
Stadium goes wild. Schalke have the lead in the relegation scrap.
He's got to do better there and just pops out to Drexler. And
it's a good shot, good save. It just falls straight to Drexler.
It's a difficult one too. Just uses the inside. It doesn't put his foot through it. It's uses the inside of his right foot, just places it in the corner. It's a great goal.
It's tonight the night for Schalke to recall that elusive first win back in the Bundesliga. In front through Dominic Drexler's opener against Bochum.
Schalke won
6 successive losses. Unless they can turn this
38. Spielminute. Tor für Schalke 04. Torschütze Nummer 24, Dominic Drexler.
It's a sucker punch you didn't need.
Bolter's flick on. Let's go ball back to Riemann.
Neuer Spielstand, Schalke gegen Bochum 1-0. Goal for Schalke 04, scored by number 24, Dominic Drexler in the 38th minute. And the scoreline, Schalke 1, Bochum 0.
Florian Flick towards Terodde.
Bochum looking to respond. It's unlucky though from the keeper. It's a good shot from I'm trying to remember who it was actually. It was a good initial shot by Bolter. Was well saved by the goalkeeper Wayman, but he just parried it straight into the path of Dominic Drexler, who just said danke. He was never going to miss that.
This place is rocking, it really does rock. The Fountains Arena in fine voice as Schalke take the lead on matchday 6, looking for their first win in the Bundesliga since May of 2021.
Oh, they haven't won the game all season.
Here's Marius Bilder. Drexler.
So it's actually they haven't actually won a game all season then, by the sounds of it. I thought they did. This one they did.
There's no Protolos.
Top ball to pick up.
I thought Schalke had won a game this season.
Got it with his chest out of danger.
No, they haven't. Lost to Köln, drew against Mönchengladbach, drew against Wolfsburg, drew against Stuttgart, lost to Union. So They haven't won a game all season. Okay. Schalke, as it stands, moving up to 12th in the table on to 6 points.
You're almost saying in your head, not again. It's where you need your experienced players to pick the players up, your captain to push your team forward. You had decent spells, you had some chances.
4.5 minutes to go till half time. Dominic Drax has given Schalke the lead in the 38th minute.
Towards Terode, with the Lozier for Bochum. There's flick now for the goal scorer Drexler. They double their lead here before the half time. Drexler away from
Oh, bye! Drexler says bye to two of them. Puts it into the box. Towards Tawada. Pushing and shoving in there.
Tiroda's gone down here. They asked the officials the question. And now play goes on.
There's a shot by Larsa which is blocked. And injury issue in the penalty area. And I don't know whether VAR is going to have a look at that penalty appeal. There was a penalty appeal in the penalty area. Tawada. Oh, he gets nutted in the head.
Obviously just jumps into him here.
But he goes it, leads him with his hand, doesn't he? He gets nutted, but
definitely takes a knock on his head. Interesting if they have a look at this one, but
we'll see what happens. Tawada is just getting up.
Both players going for the ball, obviously, but
he got elbowed in the head.
If you're going to attack the ball in the box like that,
I don't think it was deliberate, mind. Is this the goal again?
Coming close to it, he's not even close.
Is the goal again? Yeah, it is. This is the shot from. It was the shot from Bolter straight to the keeper, but he parried it straight to Drexler. There was claims offside. Was never offside.
Can't really pick the ball up or parry it away into.
And the Veltons Arena celebrated.
Still, it's a tough finish afterwards to guide the ball into goal.
It's fair to say Shvalov was rather happy with that. With that goal, just seeing he celebrating. Yes! Brilliant. Gonna have a drop ball here for Schalke at the halfway line. They have checked the penalty, but it's never a penalty. So, there we go.
This season, so Bochum's got away from his one.
Long ball by the goalkeeper Shvalov. And it's a mistimed header. Gamboa kicks it forward for Bochum. Bochum trying to get themselves back into the game. Struggling though. Schalke being resilient at the back in today's game. Not giving them too many opportunities. I think, to be honest with you, 1-0 Schalke's a fair result in this first half, to be honest with you. They have been the better side in this game. Both teams have had their fair share of chances though, but Schalke have done better with their chances. They've had more shots on target. They've been better in the final third. And by saying that, I don't think either team's been brilliant in the final third, but I think Schalke have been just slightly more better. They've created more opportunities. They've played with more desire. They've given Bochum limited opportunities. So I think, to be honest, I think 1-0 Schalke is right for this first half, to be honest. Looking good for Schalke though, means a 45 minutes away from their first Bundesliga win in over a year. 2021, May 2021 was their last Bundesliga win. And of course, because they got relegated, so their last win actually at home was in the Bundesliga 5 against St. Pauli, where they actually won promotion that game.
You underestimate, you don't know the style that you play in and in the second year, teams are aware. I think the biggest example is Bayern Munich. Underestimated them last season. They picked up a big result at home, and Bayern this time, beat them 7-0. So
it's February of this year.
The Nashville side.
Last season's entire campaign when Bochum beat Bayern at home 4-2 in the Bundesliga.
Ist 4 Minuten. Nashville side 4 Minuten. 4 minutes at a time. Where's he got 4 minutes from?
Don't forget, I think.
I don't think there's been 4 minutes at a time. But no. 4 minutes at a time I think it's a bit long. Yeah, we did have an injury. We have had 2 injury issues, but I wouldn't say it took 4 minutes. Well, 4 minutes at a time, ladies and gentlemen, indicated by the 4th official. That's great defending. Here's Larson. Played through to the penalty area. Drexler tried to backheel it. I saw the idea, but it was poorly executed. Tried to play backheel to Kraus, and he went straight to a Bochum defender. But here come Bochum coming forward now. To the right hand side, into the penalty area, and the shot saved by the keeper. The offside flag goes up though against Hoffman.
He's obviously had some nervy moments this season. It's a big situation. Schalke's defense just back up, into their own 18-yard box, or maybe they need to stay higher. Address the ball carrier earlier. Foster that was running at them. So more aggressive in those situations.
I've got to say, the pitch at the Veltins Arena is absolutely massive. It's absolutely enormous, the pitch.
They played together last week, and this their first game at home as a defensive double.
Sort of similar size to Wembley, isn't it? I know the pitch at Wembley is ginormous. Absolutely ginormous. Bochum trying to head the ball forward. In the end, Schalke come away with the ball. Ooh, blocked off there, ref. Drexler's gone down. Free kick has been given. Didn't really give advantage though. Schalke did have the ball, could have given advantage. But referee decided to stop the game. Free kick given to Schalke. Drexler on the deck. He just runs and gets.
There's nothing in that. Just laying on the turf. It's. You call it maybe a foul.
Gets nudged off.
It's nothing to.
The referee tonight, by the way, Felix Fire.
To be laying on the ground for 20 seconds. Get back up and play goes on for me.
Long ball in by Schalke from the free kick. It's headed away. Bochum are going to come forward now. Gambova is Gerard Altman now, the man who's come on off the bench. Came on the 4th minute. Throw-in given to Bochum. Well won by Holtman there. Give you all the half-time stats, etc. at half-time. Well, of course, I'm not going to give you the half-time stats at full-time, am I? It's in the box. It's headed towards goal, and it's out of play for a goal kick. Swallow just stood and watched it go out. Was a header by Solo, I believe, was it? Solo, I think, with the header. We've got played 4 minutes of added time. That should be that for the first half. Yep, there we go. And the first half does end. Ends 1-0 to Schalke at half time.
It is Schalke 1, Bochum 0.
Abseits in die Veltins Arena, Schalke gegen Bochum 1-0. Half time at the Veltins Arena, Schalke 1, Bochum 0. Interesting first half for both teams. Schalke having the better of the half, probably deserved to be 1-0 up at half time. They've certainly done more with the ball in the final third. They've been better going forward. They've had more desire, I think, than Bochum as well. But Bochum have been trying to sit back and soak up the pressure and then catch them on the counter-attack, which has worked, apart from Schalke's defence is just too quick to get back, and then by the time they actually get a ball into the penalty area, it's intercepted easily. Half-time stats: Schalke 10 shots, 4 on target, 6 shots, 1 on target for Bochum. So both teams have had their fair share of chances, but Schalke deserve to be leading. They've done better with their opportunities. Bochum have just been really wasteful with their chances. 4 minutes in, sadly Bochum had to make an early substitution. Takuma Asano had to come off. He was replaced by Gerrit Holtmann inside 4 minutes due to injury. The goal came from brilliant work on the ball on the left hand side from Bolter. He hits the shot on his right foot just in the penalty area. It's sort of straight to the keeper, but the keeper only manages to parry it straight into the path of Dominic Draxler. But I think it's fair to say that that Bolter will get most of the credit for that. But Draxler was also in the right place at the right time. Been some big chances. Just shown there that shot from Gerrit Holtmann early in the first half as well. Was a great shot from just outside the penalty area. Again, only parried by the keeper straight into the path of another attacker, but luckily for Schalke it didn't go in the net. It could have easily gone in. And then this is the goal. Brilliant work by Bolter, getting round the defender, hits the shot. It is saved by the keeper, but parried straight into the path of Drexler, who stays onside and is in the right place at the right time to just smash it straight past him for 1-0. So Schalke heading towards their first Bundesliga win since May 2021, and their first home win in all competitions since I think May this year, when they actually won promotion against St. Pauli. So Schalke leading by a goal to 0 at half time, and probably deservingly as well. Let's see what happens in the second half, which I'll bring to you in a couple of minutes. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half going to get underway at the Veltons Arena. Schalke 0 for your leading by a goal to 0.
So Schalke begin the second half. You heard the loud shouts of the Bochum fans. VfL, VfL. Can they cheer their team on here to a second half fight back? Otherwise, if they don't, 6 defeats to start the season.
So Schalke starts off the second half. Let's see what happens here. And if you just joined us again for the second half, welcome back.
Interesting to see what Thomas Rice would have said to them at half-time. They're not out of this football match. They've created 2-3 chances. It's all about belief as well. You see Kramer too pushing his team on, knowing that this is a big 3 points for his side.
So Gambo off, replaced by Sadie Yanko.
Kramer to push it.
This man's got a difference. Brex's first goal of the Bundesliga season.
Halbzeit spielt Westschau beim VfL Bochum für die Nummer 2 Christian Gambovas bejagt die Nummer 22 Saidi Yanko. Oh, good cross in straight to the keeper. Switches made at half time by VfL Bochum, replacing number 2 Christian Gambova is number 23. 23 Saidi Yanko. I know there's French football on later, but I won't be doing that. Me and Liam are doing the Monaco Lyon game tomorrow on his channel if you want to watch, if you want to tune in to that. So far, only 2 subs, and both made by Bochum. Bochum going from left to right. Oh! A poor back pass. That's a really poor pass. Poor back pass to a defender. And it went straight out for a Bochum corner, headed away. It's on Sky Sports Football, this game. The French football's on BT Sports 3. No, BT Sports 2, and that game doesn't start till after 8 o'clock tonight. So that game doesn't start till after 8 o'clock tonight. Well, this game is on Sky Sports Football, this game. Not many in the stream tonight. Very, very quiet. See, people want me to do neutral games. I get people saying to me, "Oh, why don't you do neutral games?" Because no one's gonna watch. Because it's another stream that no one's gonna watch because it's, you know, I'm not gonna do a lot of the. I'm not doing a lot of the bloody English games. I'm not doing Premier League games because everyone across the YouTube world does bloody English games. So if I'm going to do neutral games, I'll do games that aren't English. I'll do games that a lot of people might not be doing on YouTube. You've got to. It's not YouTube's. You've got to be a bit tactical sometimes.
It's those Mashevic covering.
Got to be a bit tactical sometimes on this on YouTube.
Philip Forster. Danilo Suarez.
Play through ball, through ball.
Danilo Suarez again here for Bochum.
That's a good pass. Ah. Well, Bochum will start the second half, the better side. Having one or two decent opportunities, but Schalke haven't really started the half very well. Bochum are coming out trying to get themselves back into the game. When you upgrading your phone, mate? I probably won't upgrade my phone for quite a while. I'm happy. Really, I don't see why people think that you need all these iPhone 11s and all these really expensive things. At the end of the day, I've got an iPhone 6s. It can still record, you know, it can still record things. It still works fine. As long as it works, I don't care. So I haven't got a bloody Apple iMac or anything. I'm using just a sort of a standard PC, a standard laptop for the streaming, and that works, so that's fine. You don't need all these fancy gadgets, these bloody iPhone 12s, iPhone 14s, bloody Apple iMacs, all these fancy gadgets. You don't need them. Fancy gadgets, fancy gadgets. You don't need them. At the end of the day, I'm old-fashioned. Most of my family are old-fashioned, so I always say, as long as it works, fine. I don't really care. If it works, it works. Happy days. So I'm not really. How do you think Bowl will do this season, considering they're not doing that well in the league? Well, we've started off poorly this season, but we've. The positive thing is one beaten at all. One beaten at all. Apart from Barnsley, but that was in the cup. But in the league, we've unbeaten at home in the league, which is a positive. We don't have Carabao Cup games to worry about. We lost that, but whatever. You know, so we're unbeaten at home in the league. It's our away form that's knacking us up. We have won our last two games at home against Swansea and Sunderland. Sunderland, I was surprised because Sunderland were a good side against us. The next couple of games, you look at them and you're like, for us, they're winnable games. But 1-1! Is it onside? Offside. Yeah, it's how away from does it.
That's a crazy goal this is.
Father Bochum scored, but it's disallowed. It's a nice ball through. It's pulled back. It's pulled back. Oh, pulled back, and the shot actually hits Soler and goes in. They claimed offside. The offside flag went up. Just seeing the replay, Soler was actually onside, so it should be a goal for Bochum. This Soler did get the last touch, but Soler should get the goal. It should be a goal for Bochum. This. There's no way that he is offside. VAR goal review. Oh dear.
You almost feel like it's not even one you have to look at because that's where he hits it now.
That's it. Even if he does get a last touch on it. Holtman pulls it back. Hoffman hits the shot. It hits Soler, who's running in towards the goal. Hits Soler and goes in. So it should be a goal, and it will be Soler. Goal given. The correct decision. It's Soler. Soler gets given the goal. It's Soler's goal. Quite right. The right decision. The goal definitely should have stood anyway, so he wasn't offside. VAR gives the goal. It's 1-1.
Be interested if both teams now go at each other, or will they be more defensive? Strange goal.
So Bochum have the goal. They're back in the game. They've started the second half really well. So 1-1, game on.
Be obviously shocked, be disappointed, especially coming out at halftime.
52 minuten tar för Bochum, tar sig till nummer 9, Simon Sula.
Parma's team have been checked back by Simon Zola's touch to make it 1-1. Here is Holtman for Bochum. I should say too, there was a deflection of Tobias Moore to play the ball onto Zola. Yeah, so it was always going to be given onside, but that's why you have
Baba
to
Bochum
be obsessed
equaliser
to
in the
just double check
52nd
if
minute,
you
scored by
realise
number
the
9,
difference in
Simon
situations like that.
Sola.
Now 1-1. Kevin Schneider for Bochum here now to look to release Sadie Yanko. Yanko's cross blocked by Tobias Moore. Well, Hoffman back in his club where he began his career.
1-1, game on.
Get the assist there for Simon Sola. Here is
That's a
Sola.
good ball. Sola is offside this time.
This is offside against the number 9 for Bochum. So he's now scored their last 3 goals this season. That was their first
Yes.
one since match day 3 in the game at Hoffenheim.
Clear offside decision as well, though.
It's Yoshida for Schalke. Tobias Moore back to goalkeeper Alexander Schwolo. Stay on just that 1 clean sheet so far in his Schalke Bundesliga career.
That was in first half, can that?
Tobias Moore. He's Drexler well challenged by Simon Zola. He was such a key player for Bochum. He tore a crucial early on in last season's campaign and missed the ball club. When he came back, he gave him a massive lift. Simon Zola, the former Köln player, an enormous figure around Bochum.
So I'm just looking at a message.
This is Jordan Larsson with fast feet. Larsson still. Given away almost by flick. It's come though to
Schalke was struggling in the first 10 minutes of this second half. They've been under the cosh and Bochum got a goal that they deserved.
Tom Cross.
I miss your FIFA streams with seasons.
Larsson taken off very soon.
I can't be bothered to do them anymore because when I do the streams,
So they're gonna bring on
when I do
another,
this,
Rodrigo Salazar.
if I do streams, the connection on the connection's never great because of the game capture, and then if you're doing online, it knacks up the game connection, so I can't be asked anymore. So. And anyway, FIFA screws you over anyway, so I can't be bothered with it.
Here comes a real talismanic player for Schalke, one of the stars of their promotion last season, the Uruguayan Rodrigo Salazar, coming off Jordan Larsson, the son of the great Henrik, who went still for his first goal in the Bundesliga. So Salazar coming on, and he came a player who can make a real difference and a real impact.
Yeah, scored a fantastic goal that was disallowed against us on the first day of the season. Cracker from the top of the box.
56 Minuten Spielewechsel show beim Schalke 04. Für die Nummer 7 Jordan Larsson spielt jetzt die Nummer 10 Rodrigo Salazar.
Trixiani away, here to
Substitution made in the 56th minute by Schalke 04. Replacing number 7 Jordan Larsson is number 10 Rodrigo Salazar. At least it's football to watch, so yeah. I don't get bored anyway. I have things I'm doing anyway.
From his own half, no less. This is Dominic Drexler. Drexler onto Salazar with the early chance, having just come on, and Bloko Mashevich.
Masovic's second big block this evening. Salazar is able to get a good strike away as well, but block from Mazovic. Schalke have lost their way since the goal, but
I wonder if it's a way of actually turning this mic up a bit. The mic
To be a small corner then for
should be turned up a bit more.
the ball here, so pushing and shoving.
The
will
mic's
need
meant to be louder than
looked
that.
at first of all, and the corner retaken. Kevin Schneider, the player who was sent to earth in that. Corner taken by Tobias Moore. This is Salazar Salazar shot.
Shot by Salazar.
He can shoot from range. He's already
Easy save for the keeper.
which has Riemann busy.
It was right about there that he scored against us. It gets a good opening as well. It does get deflected on the way through. This time Riemann's been able to deal with it. Pace got taken out of the shot, so it was easy to handle.
Be a free kick for Bochum. Schalke takes it here. The switch of play to involve Sadi Janko. The business is coming on. The replacement right back for Bochum. Now to Anthony Lozia.
Did you get that job in B&M, mate?
In the 1 hour mark, it
Talking
doesn't
about
get.
it.
It's Gary
You were
Hoffman
talking about it on the video a
in
while back.
space. Teasing
Yes, but I
for
only
Lozia.
lasted a week
Janko.
because, quite simply, I've got multiple leg issues at the moment, and this was last year. I've had leg issues for a long time, and I just when I started it, it was all lifting boxes and all that jazz. It was all bending up and down, and my legs couldn't go for it. My legs were just giving up. I couldn't carry it on. Literally lasted a week, and I couldn't. And it just showed I couldn't do 25 hours a week. So at the minute, I'm not doing any proper work until I've actually found out what's going on with me bloody lower limbs, because it's stopping me from doing a lot of things. I'm not playing football or anything. I'm not really doing any exercise or sport because of it, because quite simply I can't. Any exercise I do, my legs just pretty start aching immediately. It's ridiculous. So it's not a good situation to be in. In the 60th minute. Oh, poor pass. Wasn't a well hit pass, that at all. Bochum have the ball now. Both teams looking for their first win of the season. Bochum have been better second half here. More desire going forward. And Schalke's defence, which was okay in the first half, was struggling in this half. Bochum's kit is actually nice in my opinion. Yeah, it's quite a smart kit, isn't it? Quite a smart kit. 2,030 subs on, by the way, so that's brilliant. So we're still climbing the table. And by the way, congratulations to Fogden, by the way. Met Fogden and Fogdad at the Riverside a while ago. Great lads, by the way. They've now reached 1 million subscribers on YouTube, so many congratulations to Fogden, Fogdad and Josh Fusion, because I know Josh Fusion's have been a big part of their channel for a while as well, so congratulations to them three as well. 1 million subscribers, it's just unbelievable, isn't it? He's nearly got as much, he's got almost as many subs as the United stand now.
Goals giving Bochum confidence as well. Spent most of the second half in Schalke's half.
Hoffman.
I'm happy with 2,000 subs, to be honest. Got something that I didn't have. I've got to 2,000. I didn't even expect to get very far.
It's amazing what goals do.
That's amazing from where he started doing FIFA videos. Incredible confidence and belief can do to some people. I know. See, I started doing FIFA videos, but I think as time's gone by and he's been going all over the shop and he's got more and more popular with the crowds, it's amazing. And I wouldn't care. I think he's similar age to me. I think he's a similar age to me. I think he's a few years older than me. What's he, 20? Something like 23. Is he 22, 23? Might be slightly older than that, but he's definitely older than I am. He's 21 or 23. I was going to say, he's definitely older than I am. Believe it or not, he is older than I am. So,
you'll always see players that'll hide. They don't want the ball.
I'm sure he's 23.
Make mistakes, but now you see them. They've got their tails up here, and
I'm sure he's 23. If he is, then he's.
Another Bochum corner. That's been the motif of this second half at the moment. You could spell this in.
I'm sure he's older. Surely he's not 21. I'm sure he's. Sure he's 22, 23.
Balanced team in the second half.
He had his birthday not that long ago. Well, it wasn't that long ago.
Schalke corner coming here.
Let's do a post.
Schalke takes a set piece.
Fogdad's post saying having time. He always
Tobias Moore been kept alive though here with a throw for Bochum, which will keep them on the front foot and in the Schalke half. Look where keeper Riemann is in the Schalke half. His ball out towards Sturger.
Trying to have a look here. Theo aged 15, and this was 2016 when they won the league.
For the club since 19 years ago in the Bundesliga. 2003, the last time they won a game. They went to Schalke in the German top flight. There's a break in play here because there is a player on the turf in need of some
6 years ago. 15. So he's 21 then.
Continue.
He's 21 then. He must be 21.
Achilles tendon in the first half. It's a great little through ball from Sturger.
What other leagues do you like to watch, mate? I've mates in Australia. You should get into that, mate. I'm not a fan of that. Oh yeah, he celebrated his 21st on the 7th of April. So he's 21. Not much older than me then. Not much older. So he's 21. I'm 21 next July. So I'm 21 next year in 2023. It's only been two months since I celebrated my 20th. The games were on really early, so tonight made to get up and watch them. Oh, no chance then.
Especially in the second half, you haven't seen anything from the likes of
ridiculous times.
Draxler, Bolter.
I tend to watch a lot of the European ones, so Serie A watch, the French league sometimes with Liam. French league and Serie A normally with Liam sometimes. Bundesliga, English leagues. I have been watching a few Liga Portugal games here and there. So I tend to watch a lot of the European leagues. La Liga I can't watch because it's never televised. I know it's obviously on ITV now, but I don't have Premier Sports for that. So.
A change is going to happen, I think, before play can restart. Being coming on, the man who left Bochum in the summer to join Schalke in very controversial fashion. Sebastian Polter being called for here.
Can't wait till they're back on the Australian League is back on.
If he were the score, there'll be some story. So Drexler, who got the goal, is taken off, and now, after all the midweek talk in the press of will they play with two strikers, now they are. It is Terodde alongside Polter. And here's a true front two now for Schalke for the game's last quarter.
Drexler didn't look too happy that he was coming off.
In die 67. Spielminute spielen wir schon beim Schalke 04. Für die Nummer 24, Torschütze Dominik Draxler. Spielt die Nummer 40, Sebastian Polter. Substitution made by Schalke 04, replacing number 24, the goal scorer Dominik Draxler, is number 40, Sebastian Polter. Substitution made in the 68th minute. What was the Inter Torino score? Inter Torino was 1-0. What a dire game. Inter Torino was only 1-0.
Porter's move.
Oh, it was last minute though.
To say it was controversial. I think it's weeks earlier that he
I'm actually glad I couldn't watch that then. Sounds like a poor game.
And then weeks later,
PSG only won 1-0.
neighbours from down the road.
Oh right, and they had a penalty which
10
was
goals and 2
saved.
assists as well was a fairly big chunk of Bochum's modest 38 goals last season. Porter had his fingers all over. He has been certainly a big player to replace. And
Barca 2-0 up. Ugh. De Jong and Levy. The other game kick off at 8 o'clock or later. The other French League 1 game, 8 o'clock kick off. It's on BT Sports. 8 o'clock. A free kick long. Oh dear.
Salazar can try to break away.
Oh,
Play goes on.
that's a foul. Advantage given to Schalke though.
Onto Simon
Here's
Terodde.
Kraus. Into Tavorde.
Kraus.
It's come back to Kraus. So it's the shot, Lord. It's absolutely cack.
There's options left and right too, but chose to go alone and go for goal.
What a cack shot. Guess you're not doing that game. Nah. I'm only doing this game, and then tomorrow we're live for FC Köln taking on Union Berlin. Should be a cracking game in the Bundesliga tomorrow. Union can go top of the league on 14 points if they win. If FC Köln win, they go on to 12 points with the entire top 4.
20 minutes off this.
It'll be 5 teams join top on 12 points if they win. Unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable.
It's Vincent Porter, the injured Takuma Asano.
This is Arno there.
For the away team on the bench.
Headed forward by Schalke. There's a shot! Oh! Towards it, the crossbar.
Play goes on.
2 o'clock start foul.
His shot blocked.
Another shot blocked. Schalke came really close there to hit the crossbar.
In that position, got a shot away and
Whoa!
then the bar still shaking.
I think we're going to get the kitchen sink, as they say.
It's headed forward towards get.
It's going to be flicked on and
There's a lot of shirt pulling there, isn't there? But Tawada gets the shot off
feed off the second.
at a tight angle.
Tirana, what he's good at is in the box, under pressure.
Cannon's off the crossbar.
Almost snapped that one in the top shelf.
Tobias Moore on
Do
the
you
corner
like
here
cheese?
for
Yeah, cheese for that.
This is where Schalke have a huge advantage now.
Schalke with a corner.
Both center halves.
And they're normally okay from set
Bolter
pieces.
and Tirana now.
They always seem to create a chance. Here's a corner. In swinger.
towards Porter.
Oh, it's headed away. Good defending by the Bochum defender.
Pens were poised. It's Salazar. Tobias Moore.
Swung back in. That's going to...
Trot a hard
Oh,
look
it
in.
does
Now
actually
thinks
fall
like
too
it's
toward.
over.
He
Now
pulls it back.
Salazar.
And there's a shot with a lot of curl. Sid. Follow up. Cleared off the line.
This is a Schalke onslaught. They chase the winner.
Schalke are battering Bochum now.
There's been a ton of questions.
They've been battering them for the last 5 minutes now. It's all Schalke now.
Frank Carver,
It's a good shot with a lot of swerve on it.
you know, hasn't went with Tirana and Bolter before.
And then... That's not a foul.
Seems like it's a good combination for me. And they give a headache to those.
Sorry, it's not a foul.
To
So it was Tavorde, pulled it back,
It's a strike
and
from
it was
Salazar.
Salazar with a shot, brilliantly saved by the goalkeeper Raymond, and then the follow-up, cleared off the goal line.
Follow up.
It's got a bit interesting there, didn't it, for a couple of moments?
Now, I think. Some pressure for the last 18 minutes of this football.
Don't forget both of these teams looking for a win
Tobias Moore
to get their
for
first
Schalke
win
goal
of the
here.
Bundesliga season.
It's within Florian Flicker's the short option.
Schalke looking for their first Bundesliga win in over, in about,
Here is going to be the, I think, weapon of choice for Schalke.
in over 15 months.
Vandenberg, Polter, Tirode, Polter, all very
I haven't
tall
had any
players.
team, I'm
And
Chinese
by
there.
Moore,
Oh, it's in!
and Schalke lead.
It's in!
The free kick calls
The
off.
free kick from the right hand side.
Sent in by
Swung into the penalty area, and I think it's gone all the way through.
celebration.
Into the far corner of the net. Schalke have the lead.
2 goals to 1.
I don't know if anyone got a touch on it. I
Own goal here from
don't know. We'll have a look at the replay.
good ball into
But
the
Schalke
box.
have the lead.
I don't know if he sees it late.
It's been coming in the last couple of minutes as well.
Across
So the
the
free
box
kick
here.
swung in.
Definitely the ball is striked. Porter is offside.
And actually-
With the play.
Let's have a look at this again.
Good ball in for a more tough one to defend.
It's an own goal.
Yes, own goal. Erhan Mashovic with the decisive, destructive touch on this. As Schalke reclaim the lead against their neighbours by
It
2-1.
is an own goal.
It's
Mazovic.
here with his right foot. You got to put it to you with your left. It's a difficult one to clear. As the ball's curling towards goal, I think he knows it himself as well. It's a big goal.
It's an own goal.
Here must come again. There's Kevin Sturger. There's Teodoro.
It is an own goal.
Here is Mashovic. Another touch to put the ball beyond Manuel Riemann. That is why Schalke back in front 2-1 in this preamble to next week's Revier Derby with Dortmund. Hoffmann helps it on here towards Simon Zola.
Important for Schalke here to stay on the front foot though. Push forward.
74 Spielminuten. Tor für Schalke 04.
Go for that.
Eigentor. Neues Spielstand. Schalke gegen Bochum 2-1.
Those two up front, massive handful for any defence.
Well, the pre-match press was about going with the front two today. Certainly the press conference yesterday that it was an option, in the words of Frank Kramer, but didn't start with them today as a pair, but Everton so far...
Goal for Schalke 04 scored in the 74th minute, an own goal. Scoreline is now Schalke 2, Bochum 1.
There is Polter.
Oh, Polter says bye. Why doesn't Mia join us lives, mate? Because she's busy. Mia has a busy life, you know. Mia actually works. Mia works. She's got a busy life. Very busy life. And anyway, she doesn't always want to come on anyway, so. She's with me on Tuesday though for the Bobo game. Last 5 games, 5 defeats on the bounce for Bochum, could be 6, and a first win for Schalke in the Bundesliga in over 15 months.
Schalke, the 3 draws, winless before tonight, but now lead by 2-1.
Well, nearly 16 months actually.
Is tonight going to be the night that Schalke do get off the mark in terms of wins?
14 minutes to go. And even when Mia is on, people in the chat start being a bunch of idiots, asking stupid questions. Teodore's shot. Wide at the post there.
Looks and sees where Riemann is. Is he off his line and he's just tries to first time strike. Good idea. So thinks like a centre forward. I think once you go back to Polter and Toronto, I think obviously Frank Kramer, I think his thoughts are, is the mobility there, is the speed there. I think once you play off that style, then obviously you're going to play a little bit Route 1 where they play off each other.
Double sub.
And obviously get balls into the box as well. Once you got 2 big strikers.
Should be a good game. Bo need to start winning games, yeah. Maybe winning games.
Jordi Osei-Tutu, the former Arsenal player, as well as the former Dortmund man Patrick Osterhager into midfield. So Forster and Sol, the players taken off by the away team as they chase this. Osei-Tutu, a second spell with Bochum in their second division team back.
Who's that's gone off?
Here's Polter. Away then for Bochum.
77 Spielminuten Doppelwäsche beim VfL Bochum für die Nummer 9 Simon Zoller und die Nummer 10 Philipp Foster spielt each die Nummer 18 Jordi Osei-Tutu und die Nummer 6 Patrick Osterhager.
back stick, but
Double substitution made by Schalke. Double substitution made by Val for Bochum.
Follow with a punch away.
Replacing number 10 Philip Foster and number 9 Simon Sola, goal scorer. Replaced by number 18 Jordi Ozzy Tutu and number 6 Patrick Osterhager. Final 10 minutes coming up here. Schalke looking to get themselves a win. That's a foul. Yeah. So you're given. Just open your second half can. Why not? Up your nose.
definitely a yellow card. He knows exactly what he's doing. Does it with force.
I know we haven't had many in the stream today, but thanks everyone who has watched and joined us today. It's a shame there wasn't many more, but whatever.
Say 2-2. And here to Osterhager. We'll say 2-2.
Just takes the pace out of the situation. Stay at pace. Run at your defense. You've got them inside the 18-yard box.
Nearing now the game's last 10 minutes.
And if you don't know why Schalke are called Schalke 04 or Schalke 04, it's because they were founded in 1904. Same with Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer 04 Leverkusen 2004. And Mainz 05 for 2005. 1905, 1904, 1904. How many days till Christmas? Well, it's the 10th today, isn't it? So
Own goal. So now is the decisive goal.
it's 31, 30, 61, 81, including this one, and then 25. 106 days, I believe, until Christmas. I believe it's 106.
Two-time football teams out there now.
I think it's 106. There you go. I was right. Christmas Day, 25th of December 2022. Really? Yep. 106 days. That was a good guess. Ages away. Great. Not that far away though. Diwali's in 44 days. You've got Halloween in 51. Worst day of the year, that is. Thanksgiving in 75 days. Hanukkah in 99. Christmas Eve in 105.
Good feet. It's quick for his size as well.
And they're saying Easter's in over 200 days. So we know that. The Bochum player gets to that. Ooh. That's the goal again. It was swung into the box. And it did go in off Mazovic. Oh, excuse me.
I think he thinks, Mazovic thinks that Suarez is going to clear it with the header, but misses it and can't really react in time. And like I said, he's approaching the ball wrong as well.
Oh dear. Can't beat a good burp. 1.6 goals on the XG for Schalke, 0.8 for Bochum. So both teams doing better than their XG. Has really had 2-1 written all over, hasn't it, really? Second half. The second half's had a Schalke win written all over today. Do you like kebab? I like kebab, mate. Yeah. Doner meat, I like doner meat. Free kick for Schalke, by the way. It's about 30 yards out.
After concede 5 minutes after the beginning of the second half, and like I said, those changes, Poulter and Salazar have helped big time.
Salazar from range could tack. Fairly meaty punch.
Salazar with a free kick from about 30 yards out in the centre.
Salazar might fancy this.
He's gone for goal. It's blocked.
Defender blocks it away. Picked up though here by Florian Flick.
And a shot from Flick. It's a low daisy cutter. Not hit with that much power, but it's easy for Ryman in goal. Who has had a decent game, by the way, for Valver Bochum. I think Valver Bochum can count themselves unlucky, to be honest. They can count themselves unlucky to lose today, because I think they've done well. They certainly played much better second half than they did in the first half, and to lose to an own goal would be harsh, but in the day, it's football, comes with a territory.
He is a player that drifts in and out of games. He is an impact player. Going to need him here in the next 5-6 minutes.
That's still in play.
To create something.
Go on, Holtman. Ah, it's a really poor ball. Schalke come away with the ball again. That's a poor ball from them as well, straight back to Bochum. Lapopoulos, he's trying to get past the defender. He was never going to do that, was he? The centre back. Bochum sub.
Take off the left back. Suarez as well. This will be a real attacking roll of the dice.
For when the other game starts, mate. Up, there's more goals. I don't know.
Really first choice these days. Wasn't in second division.
Van Axelsen, 3 minuten spelen bij Valvo Bochum. Bij die nummer 3, Danilo Suarez. Speelt die nummer 35, Sylvia Ganvula. Substitution made by Valvo Bochum in the 85th minute, replacing number 3 Danilo Suarez is number 35 Sylvia Ganvula. Svalov, the Schalke keeper, has been booked for time wasting.
A yellow card coming here. One shown to Shaw. One flashed as well here.
Now there's a yellow card there for
maybe delay of the quick free kick.
one of the Bochum players. I don't know exactly what's happened there. Subs are going to be made for Schalke now. Sechs und 80. Spielminuten. Doppelwechsel beim Schalke 04. Für die Nummer 9, Simon Terodde. Und Nummer 6, Tom Kraus. Spielci Nummer 3, Leo Greimel. Und Nummer 19, Kenan Karaman. Double substitution made by Schalke 03 in the 86th minute, replacing number 6 Tom Kraus and number 9 Simon Terodde. Is number 3 Leo Greimel and number 19 Kenan Karaman. 3 minutes away from the end of the game, or added time as well. Schalke getting closer and closer towards their first Bundesliga win in 15 months. End of May 2021 was their last Bundesliga win when they got relegated. Aussie 2-2, the right back for Bochum. Pulled back and then played all the way back to the Bochum keeper, who swings it in towards the penalty area from his own half. Oh, was headed down, just cleared away by Schalke in the end. Aussie 2-2 gives away a free kick. Didn't really think that was a foul, in fairness. Pyro's in the stand there. I didn't really think that was a bloody foul, in fairness. 5 subs made by Bochum, 4 subs made by Schalke. They have 1 more sub up their sleeve.
Thomas Rice looking at 6 defeats from 6 matches, unless his team can save this. Here's Osterhager. Comes to Janko. Needs options. And here is Kevin Sturger. For Giulio, say 2-2.
Come on.
Say 2-2, Sturger. Salazar for Schalke. As they play away from danger. Riemann comes to again here.
Long ball forward for Schalke, goes straight back to Weimar for Bochum, who's at the halfway line. Plays a long ball towards the penalty area. It's headed into the centre. Headed away, and Schalke can come forward now with pace. Long ball in towards the penalty area from Poulter. That's going to fall to a Bochum player. Yango manages to just about play it out against two players. He did quite well, actually. Here come Bochum. They're not giving up on this game. They are determined to get themselves a point out of this game, which, to be honest, they probably deserve a point out of this. It's headed away. It's a really poor cross. Some of their crosses have been really poor this game, and that has cost them big time, to be honest with you. Throwing for Bochum then. Thrown to the keeper, and the keeper is literally in the attacking third. He's played forward. It's an opportunity. Claims a handball. The referee doesn't give anything. VAR will check that. Claims a handball by Bochum players and the fans. But the Bochum keeper's at the halfway line. Plays it forward, headed forward. It's still in there, it's bouncing around. Aussie 2-2 on the right hand side of the penalty area. Sends one of their players on his arse. Bye, enjoy your trip. It's still in there, and it's flicked wide at the post. Now, is this a pen? Ooh.
The call for a penalty. It's the right decision not to call for it.
No, his arm's in a natural position. It's not a pen. Not a pen. It's in a natural position.
He didn't make his silhouette, his body bigger there, and trying to block the ball away. Couldn't really get out of the way of it there. Seb Vandenberg for Schalke.
Nachspielzeit 5 Minuten. 5 Minuten. There will be a minimum of 5 minutes of added time. A minimum of 5 minutes of added time.
So Schalke not there yet, and you think back to the game against Gladbach here. And 11 late on to earn a point. They see the goals reversed here, and Bochum save the draw late on.
Hurry up, slaphead.
Here's Karaman.
That's a good touch. That's a foul. That's a free kick. Schalke right hand side. They'll take their time with this, I think. Here we go. Tempers are rising. There's a little bit of pushing and shoving there between the Schalke player and the Bochum player. Don't know exactly who it was.
Takes the sting out of the game.
But the referee's got to take control of the game. Doesn't look like any cards or anything happening. I say the tempers will, you know.
Schalke lead their free kick, their time in their hands. Their game's to lose, really. It's Tobias Moore on the free kick. And by Tobias Moore.
That's a good free kick. Oh, swung into the penalty area. Missed everyone and went out for a goal kick. But the Bochum goalkeeper's down injured. It's a good free kick. And it looks like it's going to go toward into that far post, and then
Hurts his shoulder here, but
3 players going for it, including the keeper, and they all collide. Just saw one for the keeper. Ryman, despite conceding 2 goals, has actually put in a man-of-the-match performance. Been really good for Bochum. Well, he is on the ball now, so he's obviously fine. Long ball headed down. Schalke get it away. We've played nearly 3 minutes of added time. Bochum still pressing for an equaliser. There's a shot. Oh, bye! Aussie 2-2. Poor shot. Really poor shot. He's hit it from just inside the penalty area. Gets past the defender inside the box, and it's poor shot straight over the bar. And the Schalke manager, with a sigh of relief there, the Schalke manager. Frank Kramer is 90 seconds away from getting his first Schalke win in the Bundesliga. From getting Schalke the first Bundesliga win in 15 months. And as it stands, Tom Weiss heading towards 6 defeats on the bounce as Bochum manager, and I'll be surprised if he manages to get through the first 10 games without being sacked. Long ball in from the free kick for Schalke, straight to Reimer, who just wellies that down the field. It's headed forward by Schalke though. Kicked back towards the Bochum penalty area. It's just going to be hoofball for next minute for Schalke. Just get the ball and welly it down the field, keep it away from their goal. Final 40 seconds. It's headed into the penalty area and it's into the gloves of Swallow, who's just going to take his time with this. Huge cheer at the Veltins Arena. Clear down the field. That's a foul. A Schalke free kick. Free kick for Schalke. That should be game over now. There's no chance that Bochum are going to come back now, I don't think. I don't think Schalke are going to... They're going to rush this. They're going to take the time over this. Free kick swung towards the penalty area. Headed towards goal. It's in! It's in! Sebastian Polter scores the header from the free kick. Free kick swung into the centre of the box. He heads it in from about 12 yards. And that's Schalke's first win in the Bundesliga for 15 months. Schalke 3, Bochum 1. The stadium went absolutely ballistic. Just caught them off guard with a free kick. And the keeper just had to stand there and watch it. Just went straight past him. It's a great free kick. It's a brilliant header. Sebastian Polter gives Schalke all 3 points with the last... with what will probably be the last kick of the game. Huge celebration from the Schalke bench and Frank Kramer. And the full-time whistle goes. Schalke have won their first Bundesliga game. Schalke get their first Bundesliga win and their first Bundesliga win this season.
A derby victory and Schalke's first victory back as a top-flight club. Headlines written and Schalke winners by 3 goals to 1 in this revered derby. And Bochum now 6 straight losses.
96 Spielminuten Tor für Schalke 04. Torschütze Nummer 40. Sebastian Polter. Goal for Schalke scored in the 96th minute by number 40 Sebastian Polter. And full-time score at the Veltins Arena. Schalke 3, Bochum 1. Very entertaining game of football in the end. Both teams... I had a feeling this would be an interesting game, didn't I? A relegation scrap. It wasn't a 0-0 scrap as a lot of people were probably expecting. Had a lot of goals in it. It was an entertaining clash. No one got the score predictions right, so well done to no one. But it was a brilliant game. I felt sorry, by the way, for Bochum in the end. I didn't think they deserved to lose 3-1. I thought they deserved to get an equaliser towards the end. They were pushing on. When they got level, it was no more than they deserved. So it's a harsh result for Bochum and Tom Weiss, but that's now 6 defeats on the bounce for them. I'll be surprised if the manager stays after 10 games. But Schalke, 6 points out of a possible 18, which isn't great by their standards, but they get their first win of the season in the Bundesliga, their first home win in all competitions since they beat St. Pauli last season in the Bundesliga's final, and their first Bundesliga win since May 2021 when they were relegated. So big result for Schalke. It's a bad result for Bochum, but both teams played really, really well. It was an entertaining game, and let's hope tomorrow's game between FC Köln and Union Berlin is just as good as that. I'm looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow for what should be a cracking game in the Bundesliga. Cologne versus Union Berlin. Join me live from 2 p.m. for that. Bye!